Well, howdy there. Good Thursday morning. We got a lot of weather to talk about over the coming days. Wind gusts coming back for Friday. Looks like frost could come back for the valleys again for Friday night. Rain chances returning Saturday night into Sunday. Wind gusts returning for Sunday. High temperatures staying put in the 50s and 60s for lower elevations. Right now you're taking a live dark look at Pasco. This view coming courtesy of the Dust Devils. Seeing the city lights off in the distance, and the traffic is flowing along just fine this morning. Temperatures are around freezing, if not a little bit below, for the Basin and the Yakima Valley. This is where we could see some frost this morning. It's cold enough certainly to see some frost in the Kittitas Valley, but I think it's a little bit too dry to see frost actually formulate. But all of us need a heavy jacket this morning as you're headed out the front door. Your day planner forecast for this Thursday for lower elevations is going to be around 50 for lunchtime, and then more clouds building for the warmest part of the day as we'll end up in the low to mid 60s in general. Subtly warming up as we head into Friday, but then for Friday night, that frost potential, which I'll talk about coming up on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
Right now on Good Morning Northwest, an update on the water rescue near Burbank as crews have now recovered the missing kayaker. We have what officials are saying about the investigation. And sometimes a single click can stop a tragedy. How one Florida teen's quick thinking helped prevent a potential school threat nearly 3,000 miles away. And now one local high school is showing their appreciation in a big way. And if you hear sirens today, don't hit the panic button. It's all part of a planned safety test. We'll tell you why emergency crews across the area are testing their systems. It's all on Good Morning Northwest, which starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal. It is Thursday, October 16th. We want to get right into your top stories, and we're starting off with the follow-up. This on the water rescue efforts near Burbank. Authorities have confirmed the body of the missing kayaker has been found. The Walla Walla County Sheriff's Office says the Columbia Basin Dive Rescue Team located 19-year-old Justin Garcia Montez of Pasco yesterday evening. This was after resuming search efforts earlier in the afternoon. Officials say detectives and the coroner have taken over the investigation into what caused the kayak to overturn, but at this point, they don't believe any foul play was involved. This comes after an extensive search that began Tuesday afternoon. That's when police and firefighters from Walla Walla County, Franklin County, College Place, and Pasco all responded to a call from the kayaker in distress. Crews set up at multiple locations along Hanson Loop and Hood Park. They used boats and drones to search the river, and they were able to recover the overturned kayak earlier, but they weren't able to find the missing person's body before nightfall. Now to Kennewick, where sometimes all it takes to be a hero is telling a family member when something seems wrong. And that was the case for the boy who helped stop the Kamiakin High School threat last month. Apple Valley News Now's Caleb Stipkovitz tells us about this young hero and how Kamiakin High School is planning to say thank you.
We've been told that if you see a threat, to say something about it. But what would you do if that threat was 3,000 miles away?
It's a question that a Florida boy named Ryan had to think about as he was scrolling TikTok one night in September. A video popped up on his For You page showing a color-coded map of a school with a plan for violence. And instead of scrolling past the video, he knew he needed someone else to take a look.
He was very disturbed by what he had seen, and he immediately showed his video to his older sister. Together, they brought it to me and my parents, to show us and to get our opinion on it. 14 minutes later at 11:44, we had given a call to the FBI Tampa.
At the time, Ryan's family had no idea where the school from the video was located. And after keeping in contact with the FBI, they learned the threat was made against Kamiakin High School in Kennewick, Washington, nearly 3,000 miles away from their home. Because Ryan's family called the FBI, Kennewick police were able to quickly make an arrest, leaving the Kamiakin community forever grateful. Bailey Vladimirov and Kara Harpster are the DECA president and vice president at Kamiakin High School. Their organization has been working to create a care package to send to Ryan's family as a thank you.
We thought that it would really be meaningful to Ryan and his family, and so we started pitching to other classes to write letters to Ryan's family, and then the officer team collectively has been working to create the care package.
The package will include lots of Kamiakin gear, including sweatshirts, blankets, and pennants.
And in the box behind me, hundreds of these letters in an effort to say thank you.
The pair say they've gotten a chance to read some of the letters, which were written by students and staff that have been unified by the situation.
A lot of people have expressed that their families are super grateful that they were protected by Ryan. And I also partook in the letter writing, and it was just kind of appreciative of the fact that he protected our entire school of over 2,000 people.
A month after his brother found the alarming video, Anthony says his family knew that alerting the FBI was the right thing to do. And he says that he just hopes that if the roles were reversed, someone from Kennewick, Washington would have done the same thing. Reporting from Kennewick, Caleb Stipkovitz, Apple Valley News Now.
And the students say they plan to send the package once they're finished reading through all the letters and putting it all together. Talking local living now, the new executive director of the Columbia Basin Veterans Center in Pasco addressed the city council Tuesday night where the focus was on veteran suicide. So in the last 5 years, locally, 20 veterans have fallen victim to suicide. That's why the nonprofit is launching its Vet Suicide Awareness Yard Sign program. And we've just learned that this year, the signs will also be placed on a number of Ben Franklin transit buses. The American Legion has also donated $1,000 to help pay for the signs, which are free for anyone to put in their yard.
We really talk about veteran suicide, making sure that the veterans in this community know where to find help if they need it, but even before they need help, that there's someone there that knows what they're going through and standing with them. But we want to give these signs away to our community, and you can pick them up. People already started putting them up and all around. Matter of fact, Benton Franklin will have this on the side of the buses, which is so incredible.
The director also spoke to the city about a number of new monthly events the center is now hosting. And as for the signs, they'll be placed throughout the community, each one representing the lives of vets lost to suicide every day. And you can pick up your sign right now at the Columbia Basin Veterans Center in Pasco. The signs will be displayed leading up to Veterans Day, which is on November 11th. Now looking ahead today, an additional reminder that this morning, emergency officials across Benton and Franklin will be conducting their annual siren test. Now it's between 10 this morning and noon, so you may hear multiple sirens and voice announcements near the Columbia Generating Station, also in nearby areas along the Columbia and Yakima rivers. Officials say there is no reason to be alarmed. Again, this is only a test. You'll also hear an emergency alert system test at 10:16 a.m. and a code red notification will be sent to residents within 10 miles of that station. Again, no public action is needed. Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, a small town tamale shop got a big time visit from the Seattle Seahawks this week. We'll show you how football, food, and community all came together for an unforgettable event. But first, our Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth will have your first alert weather forecast. Good Morning Northwest. We'll be right back.
Family medicine provider Mariana Guerrero Sanchez is now caring for patients of all ages at Prosser Memorial Health's Grandview Clinic. She provides wellness exams, preventative health care, well child checks, women's health, chronic care management, cancer screenings, and more. Se habla español. To schedule an appointment with Mariana, call the Grandview Clinic at 509-203-1080 or learn more at prosserhealth.org. Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
With McValue at McDonald's, you'll get deals on breakfast, which comes in handy when you've got the whole family in town.
Buy one, add one for $1. Now with Sausage McGriddles and more breakfast favorites. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
The Inland Northwest is a vibrant community, rich in tradition and pride. And Culligan has a long history of providing custom solutions to address the area's water worries, like nitrates, bacteria, and PFAS. Culligan, water you love since 1936.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE. Want to revolutionize your career in digital advertising? Then join our team at Apple Valley News Now. We're looking for people passionate about helping local businesses thrive in today's evolving market. Check us out now at morganmurphymedia.com/current-openings.
Time to get clean!
Yes, but that liquid detergent leaves you covered in harsh chemical residue. Not Earth Breeze. Just one sheet gives you a powerful clean.
Switch now at earthbreeze.com.
An official message from Medicare.
Medicare plans change from one year to the next. And this year, it's important for you to review your current coverage and compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans. Compare drug coverage. Compare costs. See if you can save. And make sure your drugs are covered. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Compare plans now at Medicare.gov.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Apple Valley News Now's Young Hearts, sponsored by Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, proudly awards Isabella of Pasco a new bicycle for being a community role model. Click Bikes for Tykes at applevalleynewsnow.com to find out more.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today is going to be a mostly sunny day. Could have a few more clouds in the lower Yakima Valley and also for the Cascades and Blues, but I'm thinking for the Tri-Cities and Walla Walla and Pendleton and Yakima and Ellensburg should see mostly sunny skies out there. High temperatures maybe a smidge warmer compared to yesterday, but still low to mid 60s in general for lower elevations, 40s and 50s for the Cascades and Blues. High temperature is going to stay in that territory over the next 7 days, so those forecast highs in Yakima over the next 7 days seem just hovering right around 60 degrees. Not a lot of ebbs and flows to the forecast. Now, there will be that little cool down from Friday to Saturday, and we can thank a cold front for that. And a cold front going to pick up winds for Friday, 8 in the morning to 8 in the evening, gust between 15 to 35 miles per hour across the region. Now, the fastest gusts, as you would typically expect, going to be in the Kittitas Valley. Those winds racing out of the north and west, shooting down the mountain gap. So that's what we'll have to deal with for Friday into Friday afternoon and evening, but for Friday night into Saturday morning could have some more freezing overnight lows, more frost development for the Kittitas and Yakima valleys. Will be right around 32 degrees for both of the valleys, so please take all those necessary steps to protect the outdoor pets, the plants, and the plumbing. Thankfully, it looks like the overnight lows are going to trend a little bit warmer for Saturday and beyond, so that frost threat should subside a little bit, but rain chances not subsiding, returning over the weekend. I'll time all that out with Futurecast coming up in a few minutes.
All right, talking sports now. The Seattle Seahawks made a stop in Union Gap to visit a local tamale shop, and it's part of what they're calling their Happy Hour with the Seahawks series.
Apple Valley News Now's Jake Gable joined the line of fans waiting for their food and pictures.
Selected as one of 2 stops for Happy Hour with the Seahawks, Los Hernandez Tamales is a local staple in Union Gap. Opened in 1990, the restaurant has gotten international recognition, winning the James Beard Award in 2018, the only Eastern Washington restaurant to ever win the award. But for owner Felipe Hernandez, he wants to promote more than just his restaurant.
You know, we're glad they're here for the benefit of the community of Union Gap and, of course, Central Washington. And that's what we want to, ourselves, we want to promote the culture in Central Washington as a whole, not just us.
The group traveling with the Seahawks included former fullback Max Strong, Seattle's mascot Blitz, and Seahawks dancers for a meet and greet with the fans.
Max Strong was the perfect player to come to Los Hernandez, a player that knows firsthand just how good their tamales are.
Yeah, the owner here is phenomenal. And just to know that his tamales are just worldwide famous, known all over the world. Like people from Japan and from France are asking for his food. And I think that's, especially for a small town like this, I think that's something special. So just grateful that he's a fan, he's a Seattle Seahawks fan, and I'm glad to be here.
In partnership with Intentionalist, the Seahawks are celebrating Hispanic-owned local businesses during Hispanic Heritage Month. Their goal is to put a spotlight on restaurants in Washington outside of the city of Seattle.
Clearly the community knows it, it's very popular, and what they do is incredible. So it's not only about amplification of the business to bring more business in, but it's also to bring visibility to the fact that this business exists and also to tell their story.
It also gave Seahawks fans memories they will never forget.
I was happy to finally meet one of the players, or a legend actually, and see the mascot himself. It was pretty exciting. Having him come over here for just this event was actually insane.
Taking pictures with the Seahawks and receiving autographs, fans went home happy because of football and the food. In Union Gap, Jake Gable, Apple Valley News Now.
And Union Gap was the second and final stop on the trip for the Seahawks.
They first visited My Little Restaurant in Sela.
I just love this, like the joy when the kids are talking,
It's
and
awesome.
just the joy on their faces.
The community, and like
Yeah.
he was saying, he's like, oh, I got to meet a Seahawks player. Check that, legend,
Yeah.
Max Strong, fullback for 13 years. It's really hard to be a fullback for
Yeah.
like 3 years in the NFL. So
I knew that.
Awesome stuff. I
And
knew
great
you knew
name.
that. Yeah.
All right, keep it here because coming up next in Good Morning Northwest, Josh is back with your full First Alert weather forecast. And Josh, you're talking rain and stuff and such?
Yes,
Yeah.
who's back?
Back.
with rain and winds.
I don't like where this song's going.
Yeah, I'll have to workshop it during the commercial break. But all that is coming up on the other side of the break.
A penny saved is a lifetime earned. Numerica Credit Union. Money where it matters.
Chevy makes America's most dependable trucks, like the rugged Colorado, the highly capable Silverado 1500, the powerful Silverado HD, and the uncompromising Silverado EV. In every Chevy truck, dependability comes standard.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Well-qualified buyers can get 2.9% financing for 72 months on all Silverado 1500 models. See your community Chevy dealers.
We wanted to switch to T-Mobile to make sure that we have better coverage.
T-Mobile is now the best network. And with T-Satellite, we're connecting millions of people in places no carrier tower can reach.
I signed up for T-Satellite to give me peace of mind as a mom that makes life better knowing that it's there when we need it.
Upgrade to the best network. Right now, T-Mobile will pay off 4 phones up to $3,200. Plus, hook you up with 4 new phones on us. Switch today.
It's the 30th anniversary sale at Denver Mattress. And that means 30% off the Consumer Reports recommended Doctor's Choice plush. Take up to $150 off our Doctor's Choice hybrid lineup. Save $200 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable bases and get a $300 gift. And best of all, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Or score 60 months no interest financing and free shipping. But hurry, the 30th anniversary sale at Denver Mattress ends soon.
Thank you.
How strong love is. How strong.
I got this.
Yeah.
Thanks. I'm Alex.
I'm Jade.
Apple Valley News Now is Pasco,
Yakima,
Umatilla, West Richland,
Prosser. Apple Valley News Now is Union Gap,
Kennewick,
Natchez,
Sela,
Apple Valley News Now is Toppenish,
Tri-Cities,
Zilla,
Walla Walla,
Ellensburg.
From the blues in the east to the Cascades in the west, one television station is everywhere you want us to be. Leading the way with local news you trust. We're Apple Valley News Now, on your side. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colberth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's show you the lay of the land, atmospherically speaking, over the next couple days, more so for Saturday and beyond. So we put this into motion. You see this big, long blue line? That's a cold front that's going to sweep across the Pacific Northwest as we head into this weekend. That's going to do a couple different things to our weather. Number one, it's going to bring us rain chances. Number two, it's going to bring us some wind gusts, specifically for Sunday. So let's take it one point at a time. We start off with the rain chances from 5 p.m. on Saturday to the wee hours of the morning for Monday, and we put this into motion with our long-term version of Futurecast radar. And you can see as we head into the overnight hours, Saturday night into the wee hours of Sunday morning, widespread rainfall on the map. And then for the day on Sunday, looks like we get a little bit of a dry period, but then more rain and perhaps some very high elevation snow could impact this. But later in the evening on Sunday into the wee hours of the morning on Monday, trending much drier. Of course, you can track all the precip chances hourly and day by day by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app for free in the App Store or on Google Play. Here are the rainfall totals we're expecting during this ordeal. Around 1.5 inches plus of rainfall up in the mountains, up in the Cascades in particular. Very beneficial stuff there. Only around 1/10 of an inch. Look at the rain shadow effect here. Only around 1/10 of an inch of rain for the Kittitas and Yakima valleys. 0.1 to 0.2 for the basin. 0.2 to 0.3 for the foothills. And around 1/2 inch for the Blue Mountains. This is going to be a quick hitter, really a one and done storm system, as you see after Sunday looking much drier. So that is aspect number one to the forecast for this weekend, the rainfall. Then aspect number two, the winds gusting between 20 to 35 miles per hour across the region. The fastest wind gusts this time, unlike with Friday, they're going to be in the basin and in the foothills. Those strongest gusts around 35 miles per hour. Definitely not the windiest storm system we've had this year. Nothing to write home about, but the winds will be noticeable and it will be a little bit brisk out there. Here is 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Mostly sunny skies with low to mid 60s through Saturday, then rain likely for Sunday. In Yakima, dry through the first half of the weekend, then a 50-50 chance of rain during the day on Sunday. For Ellensburg, winds picking up for Friday, and it looks as if Sunday could be a little bit windy as well. For Hermiston, nice fall weather over the next few days, then a wet and windy Sunday. And finally for Walla Walla, sunny and cool through Saturday, rain likely Sunday, then a leftover shower possible Monday.
Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, fans lined up for hours in the cold and the rain, hoping to catch a glimpse of a living legend. And one man got a birthday surprise that he'll never forget. So get ready to smile. We've got the heartwarming moment coming up in your entertainment news after the break.
Life's better when you're under our roof.
Welcome to the neighborhood, Jordan.
Thanks, guys. Because when you feel protected, you can dream fearlessly. Go long. Bundle and save up to 40%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Irresistibly smooth chocolate to put the world on pause. Lindor, made to melt you by the Lindt Master Chocolatier.
The annual Hometown Food Drive is here, and you have the power to make a difference. At your local Yolks Fresh Market, you can purchase a $10 donation bag that goes straight to our local food banks.
It's a simple way to show our neighbors we care.
These donations fill the shelves that ensure families in our community have meals that they can count on.
Every bag makes the difference for us.
At McCurley Dealerships, we're proud to be part of something bigger than ourselves, because when you give locally, everyone finds their way home.
Ever feel like something's missing? Like there's a hole in your morning routine? Well, we've got just the thing. At Some Bagels, we make more than fresh bagels. We make a variety of baked goods to fill your day with everything you've been missing. Have your favorite coffee drink with our in-house roasted espresso beans. And enjoy your bagel with our flavored cream cheeses. Because at Some Bagels, the only thing better than the hole in the middle is everything around it. I want some, you want some, we want some. Gimme Some Bagels.
At Apple Valley News Now's Phase 3 Digital, we have the right message to grab attention and drive leads with strategies for your business to grow brands across the streaming apps you know best.
Plus, we have the local expertise that connects you with new customers in Central Washington, Northern Oregon, and the world.
Wherever your market is, whoever your market is, we'll get results that matter and build your business.
Phase 3 Digital from Apple Valley News Now. We know digital. Contact us today. Apple Valley News Now's Young Hearts, sponsored by Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, proudly awards Isabella of Pasco a new bicycle for being a community role model. Click Bikes for Tykes at applevalleynewsnow.com to find out more.
I love how you're always thinking ahead.
Well, they don't call me Prepared Pat for nothing.
Life's better when you're under our roof.
And that would be Relieved Rudy?
Save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Looking at your entertainment news, in central Iowa, fans of Beatles legend Paul McCartney got the chance to see him up close and personal in Des Moines this week.
One lifelong fan says the music icon gave him the ultimate birthday surprise. Abigail Curtin has more on the unexpected but joyous moment.
There were all types of fans outside the loading dock of the Casey Center Tuesday afternoon. From younger fans,
woke up at 3 a.m. yesterday,
Traveled all day, and here I am now. To seasoned supporters.
He's the top of my Mount Rushmore, and the music means a lot.
Their goal? To catch a glimpse of McCartney as he pulls up to the venue. But perhaps no one wanted it more than Dan Myers, a lifelong fan from Sioux City, who happened to be celebrating his 65th birthday.
Every song has a personal meaning for me, and every song is different, and I sing along like I did 40 years ago to all these songs.
Tuesday's show marks the third time Myers has seen McCartney in Des Moines. He, along with dozens of other fans, waited almost 3 hours in the cold and rain for even a chance to see one of their idols. But by some stroke of luck, Myers didn't get to just see McCartney. He got a birthday blessing from the man himself. And if you can't tell from the smile on his face, this might have been one of the best birthday gifts he could have asked for.
It's just really cool to be that close to a living legend.
I love that.
Yeah.
Would you ever do anything like that, like wait out in the cold and the rain for someone, for an artist?
Yes.
Who?
Probably
Casey Musgraves.
Casey Musgraves or Kendrick
Musgraves.
Lamar. So the range there.
Oh,
right?
Drake for me. I have done it for the Jonas Brothers when I was in middle school, and they actually showed up at the top of like the building where fans were waiting for tickets. It was quite an amazing
Did they say
experience.
hi to you? Did you have any interactions with them?
No, I did see Joe Jonas once at a hotel. Like he just passed by, and I was like, and he was just like smiling, just walking around. And that's when he was with DNCE, so that was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
All right, keep it here because coming up next, we're talking about a tranquil retreat for local veterans, and it's getting a big upgrade. It could also help thousands each year, and we'll take you inside the Friends of Disabled Veterans group to hear about the impact that they're making. All the details are coming up in our next half hour.
Here you sit, demanding driving conditions such as rush hour traffic, construction delays, or bad weather require special attention and patience. If you've been injured in an accident, call 735-0546. They're waiting to help you.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get 4 free phones plus 4 lines for $90.
Hey, we're tired of having the wool pulled over our eyes with these hidden requirements. What aren't we seeing?
Yeah. Do we get our choice of free phones?
Yep, you get the latest phones.
I bet we have to trade in our old phones, though.
Nope, sure don't.
Wow.
High five. Almost. Higher. Yes. Nope.
Get 4 phones plus 4 lines for $90 with no trade-in, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. US Cellular, now part of T-Mobile.
At Apple Valley News Now's Phase 3 Digital, we have the right message to grab attention and drive leads with strategies for your business to grow brands across the streaming apps you know best.
Plus, we have the local expertise that connects you with new customers in Central Washington, Northern Oregon, and the world.
Wherever your market is, whoever your market is, we'll get results that matter and build your business.
Phase 3 Digital from Apple Valley News Now. We know digital. Contact us today.
Today, too many of us walk away from our primary care appointments feeling rushed and unheard.
We were frustrated too, so we decided to change the quality of healthcare here in the Tri-Cities.
At Primary Care at the PC, we take the time to truly listen. With 1-hour-long appointments, we care about the whole you. You don't have to be a member to be our patient, but once you're here, you might want to be.
Now welcoming new patients. Book your appointments online or call us at 509-783-5465. Primary Care at the PC. Play hard, live well.
The annual Hometown Food Drive is here, and you have the power to make a difference. At your local Yolks Fresh Market, you can purchase a $10 donation bag that goes straight to our local food banks.
It's a simple way to show our neighbors we care.
These donations fill the shelves that ensure families in our community have meals that they can count on.
Every bag make the difference for us.
At McCurley Dealerships, we're proud to be part of something bigger than ourselves, because when you give locally, everyone finds their way home.
I'm a real wild one.
Life is wild. There's work to be done, adventure around every corner, and a truck that handles it all. The 2025 Ford F-150. It's rugged, loaded with tech, and built to go wild. Get a wild deal on an F-150 today. Lease a 2025 F-150 STX Super Crew 4x4 for just $329 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Here you sit, demanding driving conditions such as rush hour traffic, construction delays, or bad weather require special attention and patience. If you've been injured in an accident, call 735-0546. They're waiting to help you.
This newscast sponsored by Walker's Furniture and Mattress. This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Josh Colby.
That cold is hitting me in the face every time I walk outside. It's like a slap to the face.
The hold that the cold has on you.
Me, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not in a chokehold, though.
I'm sorry. No, yeah. It's more like a, I think the chokehold cold is like reserved for January and February.
Yeah, true.
This is
We're
just
not there yet.
A little slap.
A little sneak peek.
Yeah. Okay, here are the big weather stories as, we're looking at the next 4 to 5 days here. Gusty weather going to return for tomorrow. Frost perhaps returning to the valleys for tomorrow night. Rain chances returning for Saturday night into Sunday. A lot of returns here. Gusty weather returning for Sunday. And then high temperatures staying put in the 50s and 60s for lower elevations. Right now you're taking a live look at Kennewick. This view coming courtesy of the Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app. You can download it for free in the App Store or on Google Play. And you can see those pastel colors starting to pop up in the sky. It is around freezing in the basin, and for the Yakima Valley could be some frost here because we have that combination of cold air and moisture. Not enough moisture for frost, I don't think, in the Kittitas Valley, but it is definitely pretty cold up that way as well. So all of us need a heavier jacket as you're headed out the front door. Speaking of, here's your coat cast for this Thursday in the Tri-Cities. Heavy jacket weather for this morning. Then I think by 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock should be light jacket weather. We'll hold on to that for the rest of the day. So for today, low to mid 60s for lower elevations, mostly sunny skies. Trending a bit warmer for tomorrow. We'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Starting off this half hour with local living, we're talking about a new lodge in Prosser that's expected to open up later this year. It's being built to serve disabled veterans. Apple Valley News Now's William Albert spoke with the group called Friends of Disabled Veterans about the new facility and the healing they hope their Veterans Ranch will provide.
Friends of Disabled Veterans is an organization founded in 2016 with the goal of helping disabled veterans by offering outdoor activities like hunting and fishing trips. In 2019, the group purchased 80 acres off of Case Road in Prosser to create a Veterans Ranch, a place where veterans can go at no cost to relax and reconnect. Now, a new lodge that's been in the works for multiple years is nearing completion. It's designed with amenities to accommodate veterans with different types of disabilities, but founder Brian Moore says the process of building the lodge hasn't been easy.
First, we put in our bathroom system, which is 2 ADA bathrooms with north and south doors. And after we got that done, the architectural diagrams were finished for the approval of the permit for the actual lodge, which set down right on top of it.
Moore says the lodge will play a major role in expanding their programs and activities at the ranch.
The 40 by 60 Lodge and Learning Center will create an environment where families and veterans can come up and they can just go on the 3.2 mile walking trails, or they can bingo or whatever they want to do.
With the new lodge, Moore says he expects to welcome even more veterans each year.
So before the lodge was up with the archery range and the 3.2 mile walking trails, we probably have around 700 to 750 veterans a year. With the lodge and the ability that the expansion of the programs that we're going to be able to do up here, we expect to probably have 3,000 to 5,000 a year.
Moore says community support has been crucial in making the lodge and ranch a reality.
GISA was part of that. They gave us a $50,000 grant to build the archery range. We did $120,000 worth of work on the archery range for $50,000 because we had community support and had people donating items for that.
Officials with Friends of Disabled Veterans tells me that the lodge is all a part of a bigger vision of the ranch, which is to bring a relaxing and peaceful environment for veterans looking to get away.
We've had people all the way from wheelchairs to people struggling just to walk, amputees, had a blind person up here. We had people that were basically almost in hospice, and they felt forgotten. So they were able to come up and feel the camaraderie and the different activities that we have and bringing their families closer together.
Friends of Disabled Veterans continues to help disabled veterans enjoy the outdoors and find peace free of charge. In Prosser, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
And officials say construction is expected to be done by November with the grand opening planned for the spring. And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, travelers beware, the ongoing government shutdown is hitting airports hard, leaving some flights delayed and staff unpaid. Coming up, we'll tell you what you need to know before your next trip. But first, Josh is back with your first alert weather forecast. That is coming up on the other side of the break.
The Bucks battle the Lions, 4 p.m. start, Monday Night Football on Apple Valley News Now.
The Y Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Right now at McCurley Subaru, get 0.9% financing during our Hometown Food Drive sales event. It's our biggest sale of the season and one of our community's biggest efforts to fight hunger. You deserve true hometown service, trusted care, fair pricing, and a team always here for you. Save big on your new or pre-owned vehicle or join us by dropping off non-perishables at any McCurley dealership or purchasing a $10 donation bag at Yokes Fresh Markets. Buy smart, give local. McCurley Subaru.
What have we got?
The Andersons. All night tossing and turning, bad backs, sleep score at an all-time low.
Round up the team.
At Denver Mattress, going undercover is literally how we solve problems.
And when we find sleepers waking up with aches and pains, we turn to the Tempur-Pedic Adapt, designed for ultimate pressure relief that uniquely adapts to your body's pressure points.
And right now, save $200 on select adjustable bases and get a $300 gift. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
Irresistibly smooth chocolate to put the world on pause. Lindor, made to melt you by the Lindt Master Chocolatier.
Much to the delight of our customers, John Gray now brings you Gray's Pizza and Bar, your new favorite spot in Grandview for great foods and good times. Busy day? No worries. Call ahead and order your favorite pizza to go. Quick, easy pickup, slices, salads, and soft drinks. Lunch made simple with our Monday to Friday quick lunch special. Students get $1 off every pizza slice, and school staff enjoy 10% off their orders Monday through Friday until 4 p.m. Gray's Pizza and Bar. Great deals, great eats right here in Grandview. Come see us today.
The Y Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
We really appreciate Apple Valley News Now.
I know when I turn it on, if there's something that I've heard about in the community, I'm going to hear it from you guys.
Apple Valley News Now has been able to cover some of the Hermiston events.
When I get up in the morning, that's the first thing I do is Apple Valley News. I know I'm going to get what I need for the day.
I eat breakfast with you. I eat dinner with you guys.
It's more a part of our community.
It keeps me connected to my community.
It's what we enjoy.
It's probably the only station that we watch.
Apple Valley News Now, on your side. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Today is going to be a mostly sunny day for lower elevations. High temperatures about 5 degrees cooler than normal for this time of the year. I'd say about 3 to 5 degrees, and it will be a little bit breezy out there, so pay attention to where the breezy icons are. Okay, we'll be around 60 today in Ellensburg, low to mid 60s up and down the Yakima Valley. Could have a few more clouds in the lower valley as opposed to the upper valley. And then for the lower Columbia Basin, mostly sunny here as well, especially closer to Tri-Cities and Hermiston. A few more clouds up towards Connell, but breezy here. And then for the foothills, 60s up and down the foothills, 50s and 60s for the highest elevations of the Blue Mountains. Also breezy for the foothills as well, excuse me. Okay, high temperature is going to stay in this range over the next 7 days, staying in the 50s and 60s. So in the Tri-Cities, a little uptick in high temperatures for tomorrow, about 1 degree warmer than normal for this time of the year. After that, low to mid 60s. So no real big ebbs or flows to the temperatures, but you see that drop off from Friday to Saturday. That's going to be because of a cold front. That'll pick up our winds for tomorrow. 8 in the morning to 8 in the evening. Could have gusts between 15 to 35 miles per hour for all of us. The strongest wind gusts going to be in the Kittitas Valley. That's what we'll have to deal with for Friday afternoon, Friday evening. Then for Friday night, frost going to be possible once again for the Kittitas and Yakima valleys, as those low temperatures going to be around 32 degrees. So once again, you'll have to take those necessary steps to protect the outdoor pets, the plants, and the plumbing. Looks like the frost potential is going to go down after that, but rain chances going up for this weekend. I'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Turning to your consumer news now, as the government shutdown stretches into a third week, more than 1 million federal workers are not getting paid. That includes TSA agents and FAA officials who still have to show up to work. But their union rep says many are calling out sick because of the financial strain. The staffing shortage is leading to some flight delays. And in today's Consumer Watch, Jen Sullivan is explaining your passenger rights if you're stuck at the airport.
The ongoing government shutdown is causing staffing shortages at some airports across the country, and it's impacting travelers. Air traffic controllers and TSA agents are considered essential employees and are required to show up for work. But right now, they're not getting paid.
We missed 2 pay cycles, and that was traumatic.
Johnny Jones with the American Federation of Government Employees says workers are having to call out sick because they simply can't afford to come to work.
That's not what the gas station is going to take. That's not what the child care is going to take. And that's not what your mortgage company is going to take.
Under a current law, workers who are not getting paid will receive back pay. But President Donald Trump has said that may change. The FAA said at least 12 facilities didn't have enough air traffic controllers last Friday. Some of those impacted were in major metro areas like New York and Chicago.
Even if there's not an issue at your airport, if there is a flight coming into your airport or you have to wait for a flight, there could be a domino effect.
Expedia travel expert Melanie Fish says during the shutdown, passengers should try and book the earliest and direct flight to avoid delays. And it's important to know your rights as a passenger.
You have to be offered accommodations in certain cases. You have to be offered the option to get a refund in certain cases. You have to be offered options on another airline in certain cases.
If you do have to rebook your flight because of a delay or cancellation, Fish says it may be faster to do it online rather than stand in line to see an agent in person. For Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.
Now, all of this comes as the Senate once again failed to advance Republican stopgap funding bill in a 51-44 vote. This is now the 9th time the measure has been blocked. Senate Majority Leader John Thune says he plans to try again today, this time with an individual year-long appropriations bill to fund the Pentagon. Republicans still need 60 votes to move that plan forward and keep the government funded through late November. And coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, we've got your morning sprint, everything you need to know before you head out the door. And Josh is back with your full First Alert weather forecast. It's all on the other side of the break.
This river wasn't dammed in a day, and GMC trucks weren't built overnight. Like every American achievement, they are a result of dedication. Over 100 years dedicated to the art of engineering and the ambition to always move this country forward. Get 0% APR plus no monthly payments until next year on select Sierra 1500 models. We are professional grade.
Are you ready to revolutionize your career in digital advertising? Join Morgan Murphy's dynamic team at Apple Valley News Now, where innovation meets opportunity. At Apple Valley News Now, we're leading the charge in connected television and digital sales, helping local businesses thrive in today's growing and evolving market. If you're passionate about digital solutions and driving revenue growth, we want to hear from you. Check us out now at morganmurphymedia.com/current-openings to begin your journey.
I'm a real wild one. Once in a while, we all want to go wild. We just need a little help. Meet a little help. The 2025 Ford Bronco Sport goes over any terrain, so you can go all out. Get a wild deal on a Bronco Sport today. Lease a Bronco Sport Big Bend 4x4 for just $299 a month for 36 months. Only at your local Ford dealer.
life. It's a crazy thing when you think about it. It's either about making memories or remembering those moments that matter most. Broadmoor RV has been serving families and its community in the Pacific Northwest for over 20 years. From travel trailers to toy haulers, truck campers, motorhomes, and fifth wheels, we have what you need to start creating memories with the ones you love. So get out there and make those memories last a lifetime. Broadmoor RV. We make camping fun.
Apple Valley News Now's Young Hearts, sponsored by Columbia Basin Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, proudly awards Isabella of Pasco a new bicycle for being a community role model. Click Bikes for Tykes at applevalleynewsnow.com to find out more.
The Y Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Head to Queensgate Gardens in Richland for some fall family fun. Explore our corn and hay bale maze, zoom down the dump truck slide, and try our pumpkin archery. Get creative with pumpkin painting, play laser tag, and enjoy our U-Pick flower fields. Make fall memories at Queensgate Gardens in Richland.
All October long, bring a non-perishable food donation to a McCurley dealership or find a specially packed food donation bag at any local Yolks Fresh market. You are driving change in our community. That's what makes home, home.
This newscast sponsored by Shriners Children's Spokane. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Here is the atmospheric setup as we head into this week, and you see this big blue spiky line. That is a cold front that is going to come out of the Gulf of Alaska from the Pacific, and it's going to sweep across the Pacific Northwest for this weekend. What does this mean? It means that rain chances are going to go up and winds are going to pick up as well. So we'll take it one point at a time. First, we'll start by talking about the rain chances coming back from Saturday evening through the wee hours of the morning for Monday. So we'll put this into motion with Futurecast radar. 5 p.m. on Saturday, rainfall on top of the Cascades, moving more inland, or I guess not moving more inland, but moving down into lower elevations for Saturday evening into the wee hours of the morning for Sunday, and then looks a little bit drier for portions of Sunday, but then another round going to come in for later in the day on Sunday. But I'm thinking for later on Sunday evening into the wee hours of the morning for Monday, that's probably when we're going to start to trend much drier. So we'll have more to say about this. We'll have a better resolution of Futurecast radar for tomorrow, at least for the day on Saturday, but you can find out about those day by day and hour by hour precip chances yourself by downloading the Apple Valley News Now First Alert weather app. Here are the rainfall totals we're expecting from this system. Over 1.5 inches for the Cascades, around 1/10 of an inch for the valleys, 0.1 to 0.2 inches for the basin, 0.2 to 0.3 inches for the foothills, then around 1/2 inch for the Blue Mountains. So obviously the Cascades are going to be the big winner. This is going to be a one and done ordeal. You see no rain chances other than for Saturday night and Sunday for lower elevations. So a quick hitter, and that means that wind gust going to go up for Sunday as well, thanks to the cold front, as we'll have gusts between 20 to 35 miles per hour across the region. The fastest wind gusts this time, unlike on Friday, will have the strongest wind gusts in the basin and the foothills, peak gust around 35 miles per hour. Definitely not the windiest ordeal we're going to see for this fall and winter, but the winds are going to be noticeable, and it will be brisk out there for Sunday. Here is the 7-day forecast for the Tri-Cities. Mostly sunny with a low to mid-60s through Saturday, then rain likely for Sunday. In Yakima, dry through the first half of the weekend, then a 50-50 chance of rain during the day on Sunday. In Ellensburg, winds picking up for Friday, and it looks as if Sunday could be a little bit windy as well. In Hermiston, nice fall weather over the next few days, then a wet and windy Sunday. And finally for Walla Walla, sunny and cool through Saturday, rain likely Sunday, then a leftover shower possible for Monday. Now let's head out to New York City to see what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, AI prank warning.
You're causing your friends or your family to panic, to think you're in danger.
Imagine picking up your phone and you see an intruder at your door. But these images are not real.
It just let people in our house.
They're part of a trend called the AI homeless man prank, where users deploy artificial intelligence to create fake images of a man inside your home. Police are warning it needs to stop now.
We will get to the bottom of the matter if it's a real crime or if it's a prank. If you're thinking this is funny or you're thinking this is something you may want to try, please think twice on behalf of your friends and family. And then also don't risk getting yourself in trouble or having to go to court being charged with this. It's easily preventable.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more on this AI prank trend. With your GMA First Look, I'm Will Reeve, ABC News, New York.
My generalized myasthenia gravis was unpredictable and limited what I could do. But Ultomiris is continuous symptom control with improvement in activities of daily living. It is reduced muscle weakness, and Ultomiris is the only long-acting GMG treatment with the freedom of just 6 to 7 infusions per year. For a predictable routine, I can count on.
Ultomiris may lower your ability to fight infections, increasing your chance of serious meningococcal and other infections, which may become life-threatening or fatal. Complete or update meningococcal vaccines at least 2 weeks before you start. If treatment is urgent, you should receive antibiotics with your vaccines. Don't start if you have a meningococcal infection. Infusion reactions may include back, belly, limb, or chest pain, muscle spasms, blood pressure changes, tiredness, shaking chills, bad taste, breathing problems, or face, tongue, or throat swelling. Ultomiris is continuous symptom control. Talk to your neurologist today.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time is 6:51. It's time for your morning sprint. We start with your national headlines. An executive order signed yesterday by President Trump is directing federal agencies to align their hiring practices with the administration's workforce policies. The order maintains the current federal hiring freeze, which has been in effect since the start of his term, and gives oversight authority to presidential appointees. It also requires agencies to form strategic hiring committees made up of senior leadership, to review new positions, fill vacancies, and develop annual staffing plans. All federal hiring must follow the Office of Personnel Management's merit-based plan, which was issued in May, and it prohibits agencies from considering factors such as race or gender in employment decisions. In your business headlines, Smucker's is suing Trader Joe's over what it claims is a copycat of its Uncrustables sandwiches. The new Trader Joe's product is called Crustless Peanut Butter and Strawberry Jam Sandwiches. And in the lawsuit, the J.M. Smucker Company claims the competing product violates its trademarks for product design and packaging. The suit cites the sandwich's shape and the undulated crimping around its edges. Smucker says the Trader Joe's packaging uses an image for which Smucker holds the trademark for, and that shows a sandwich with a bite missing that reveals the interior filling. Smucker wants Trader Joe's to stop making the product, along with destroy the remaining stock and give profits from any sales of it to Smucker plus damages. Talking sports now, Simone Biles, the most decorated U.S. women's gymnast of all time, isn't ruling out competing in the 2028 Olympics in Los Angeles. It would be her 4th Olympic Games, and during a recent event in Argentina, she said she'll be in LA some way, but she doesn't know yet if it will be competing or watching. When the 2028 Olympics open, Biles will be 31 years old, and as a member of the 2024 U.S. gym team, she became the oldest member of the Olympic squad since 1952. Biles' 11 Olympic medals is tied for second most by any female gymnast in history. And we go now to your top 5 local stories that you need to know this morning. First up, authorities have confirmed that the body of the missing kayaker has been found. This comes after a 2-day search near Burbank after a distressed call from the kayaker. The body was found yesterday and has been identified as 19-year-old Justin Garcia Montez of Pasco. Dive teams located him in the same area the crews had initially searched on Tuesday. Officials say foul play is not suspected, and detectives are still investigating the exact cause of death. And a teen thousands of miles away in Florida helped stop a potential threat at a Kennewick school. The teen noticed a video online showing a violent plan against the school. He immediately told his family, and they contacted the FBI. Investigators traced the threat to Kamiakin High School right here in Kennewick, and thanks to his actions, local police were able to make an arrest. The Kamiakin community is now sending a care package and hundreds of thank you letters to the teen and his family. The Columbia Basin Veteran Center in Pasco is launching a yard sign campaign, and this is to highlight veteran suicide. It's an issue that's claimed the lives of 20 local vets in the past 5 years. This year, the signs will also be on Ben Franklin transit buses, and the center is hosting new monthly events, and the signs are free to the public. Signs will be out leading up to Veterans Day on November 11th. Caroline Valdez's Socks for the Soul, which is presented by At Home Staffing, is now collecting new socks for those in need. This will go to local nonprofits like the Tri-City Union Gospel Mission, and the drive runs through November 11th, and the goal is to collect 5,000 pairs. Donations can be dropped off at locations throughout the Tri-Cities. That includes city halls, libraries, banks, and local businesses. And reminder, officials from Benton and Franklin counties, also Energy Northwest and the Department of Energy, is hosting their annual siren test today. That'll be between 10 this morning and noon. So sirens and voice messages will sound near the Columbia generating station and also along the Columbia and Yakima rivers. Again, this is only a test. An additional emergency alert system test will also be at 10:16 this morning, and code red alerts will go out to those within 10 miles of the station. Now, trending this morning, scientists may have discovered the truth about Chicago's sidewalk rat hole. We've all seen this picture. It's the animal-shaped imprint of what was assumed to be a brown rat. This went viral last year and attracted people from all over talking about it.
But it turns out the name is all wrong. Researchers analyzed the imprint's dimensions and concluded with a nearly 99% likelihood the mark was left by a squirrel.
Squirrel! A squirrel? What? Wait, now that they say it, I kind of see it. Okay. Well, the scientists said the anatomical measurements are too large to match a rat. Really? The New York rats? Okay. Well, they also noted the lack of footprints indicated the creature likely fell onto the wet concrete, perhaps from a nearby tree. Squirrel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Squirrel. I was thinking when we teased that story, like it wasn't an animal at all. Maybe somehow, I mean, I don't know.
A footprint?
Maybe someone put a cookie cutter shape of a squirrel or rat
anything.
into the
Because sometimes,
sidewalk.
it just could look like it.
But it was an animal, just not the one we thought.
Yeah. Yeah, just like the clouds sometimes look like animals. And speaking of clouds, speaking of weather, hey, it's rainy. It's been rainy, it's been wet, it's been cold, but
for the weekend, it's going to be rainy. Saturday night into Sunday, and then throughout a lot of the day on Sunday, looks to be a little bit wetter out there, so I know much to the chagrin of you. Let's go ahead and take a look at those current temperatures this morning. Below freezing for the basin and for the valleys, so that's where you can see a little bit of frost this morning. The chances for frost probably a little bit lower in the Kittitas Valley just because it's drier there. Here's that hourly forecast for this Thursday in the Tri-Cities. A lot of sunshine, except as we head into the late afternoon to early evening, clouds going to start to pick up. So for today, highs in the low to mid 60s, a lot of sunshine like I just said, so a beautiful crisp fall day out there. Big weather stories, okay? Wind gust going to pick up for Friday. Valley frost possible again for Friday night. Rain chances returning Saturday night into Sunday. Wind gusts making a return for Sunday, but high temperatures staying steady, 50s and 60s.
I will take that, and I have to. All right, Keith, thank you guys for watching Good Morning Northwest. You can always find updates on our website. That's applevalley.newsnow.com.
Good Morning America is up next, and we'll be back with your local news and weather tonight at 5. Have a great day.